In today's video, I hope to explain the English word out and show you how the many dictionary definitions can be reduced to one basic illustration. Our first examples are talking about our home or a building, either moving away from it or at a fixed position away from it. 1. Let's go out for some fresh air. To go out indicates movement away from the house, to leave the house. 2. They were out when we visited. To be out tells us that the people were already somewhere other than at home. 3. Our secretary is out sick this morning. If the secretary is out sick, we know that he or she is too ill to come to work at the office. They are probably resting at home. 4. I invited her out to see a movie. To invite someone out is to ask them to leave their home and, in this case, to see a movie. 5. We had a nice evening out at a restaurant. To have dinner out means not to eat at home, but to eat at a restaurant instead. 6. You'll need a warm jacket. It's cold out. It's cold out means the weather is cold, and you will need a jacket to keep warm. Out simply means outside. 7. Close the window to keep the wind out. It's a windy day, so we stop the wind from coming into the room by closing the window. Remember, too, that any time you see a sign that says, "Keep out," you are not allowed to enter. 8. It's not easy to find your way out, so I'll show you out. When we show someone out, we know that they are unfamiliar with the building and may get confused trying to find their way. So we help them by taking them to the elevator, the stairs, or the main door. 9. Be careful not to let the dog out. In other words, this dog lives in the home, and we don't want it to go outside, so please don't open the door. 10. Your father and I would rather you didn't stay out so late. Would rather is a polite way to say the parents prefer the son or daughter to come home at an earlier time. To stay out means to stay somewhere and not return home. Our next 5 examples describe some kind of limited area or group. 11. I'm trying to pick out a gift for a coworker. 2. Pick out means to choose one item from a group of many similar things. This group is a limited number of things. 12. Blood poured out of the cut on his leg. To pour is used for liquids such as water, so this sentence is describing how blood flowed from the man's leg quickly, like water. His leg, of course, is the part or area of the body from which the blood came. 13. We can't borrow the money from your parents, so that's out. We had wanted to borrow money from your parents, but they said no, so that idea is now finished or out of consideration. It's no longer in our group of possible choices. He tripped me on purpose. He stuck out his foot. To stick out your foot and trip someone means to put your foot in front of someone to make them fall. Your foot leaves your area and intrudes into someone else's area, causing them to fall. 15. The president was voted out of office after only one term. Office here is not an actual room, but a position of authority, a job that a person may hold. If someone wants a political office, then voters will have to vote them into that job at the beginning or vote them out at the end of a period of time. This period of time is their term of office or time limit. These next 5 sentences describe something that originally was hidden or not understood, but now it appears clearly so we can see it, hear it, and understand it. 16. It was so dark that we could barely make out what the sign said. If we cannot make out someone's handwriting or the words on a sign or piece of paper, we mean that it's difficult to read or understand. The meaning does not appear clear to us. 17. When will your new book come out? I know that you are writing a book and plan to publish it. So, when will it be ready to buy? Be out in the bookstores so I can buy a copy. 18. A fire broke out in the building next to ours. When violent actions happen suddenly, we say they break out. Another example, fights often break out when people get drunk and the police are called. Sometimes people drink too much, start arguing, and begin to hit each other. 19. Everyone was afraid of the manager and didn't dare speak out. To speak out means to say clearly what we are thinking. In this example, no one wanted to openly disagree with the manager because they were afraid of her. 20. That's an out-and-out lie, and you know it. When someone tells an out-and-out lie, he or she is very clearly, very openly saying something untrue. This expression is always doubled, an out-and-out lie. Here is a review of the 3 uses of the word out in today's video. Illustration A. Moving away from a building or not inside it. She locked her boyfriend out of their apartment. The woman would not let her boyfriend come in. Illustration B. Not inside a limited area or group. The unruly student was kicked out of class. The student caused trouble, and the teacher made him leave the room. Illustration C. Something hidden becomes clear. He came out to his parents when he was 18. In other words, he came out of the closet and told his parents that he was gay when he turned 18 years old. I hope this video has helped you to understand the basic meaning of the word out in English and how closely the meanings are related. Now, go on to part 2. Thank you for watching.